Well, hello, Virgo. I'm gonna let YouTube let you guys know that I am on live. Give you guys a second to come into the room. And then we're gonna go ahead and start this reading. Your love reading, Virgo. We are going to take a minute. Let's see. Virgo, let's go ahead. Let's get into your love reading. We're going to start off with some tarot per usual. This is kind of how I want to do it. Okay, it looks a little crammed. So let me see if I can move it like that. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, Kiana, how are you? All right, so let's get into it. I know this is what you guys have been waiting for. You've been waiting for your love reading, and you know that we go in pretty deep with the love, okay? Hey, creative one. So we're going to go ahead and go into it. Let's get it. This is for Virgo. Let's see what comes out. These are all upright. Virgo, you have the Six of Cups coming out in your first position. Virgo. All right, how can I explain this? How can I put it? With this set of cards, I have one here and one that's sitting at the bottom of the deck. When we're doing a love reading, we have to look at those who are single and those who are in committed relationships or, some type of, it's committed, whether long-term or, marriage, it's something like that, okay? Or single people. Now, I'm going to start with the long-term committed relationship first because it's easier for me to say most of you guys are single, and that's what I want to start with. Sorry, I want to make sure the card is straight. With this card, one thing that I will say is that the Six of Cups, for those who are in a committed relationship, there is an energy of separateness. Now, you could be separated, or you're with the person, you're living with the person, and you just do not feel like you and this person are together. There's no togetherness with you and them, right? Sometimes the Six of Cups is only saying that you have memories of what it used to be. Maybe your feelings for this person have waned. You don't feel the same way you felt about them when you first got married, when you first started dating, years ago. So the Six of Cups is my memory of you, how you used to be to me, okay? And I really do see that for a lot of you, you could very well be separated from your person. It may not even be out of the same house. You guys could be separated, living in two different homes, or you could be living in the same home. One person is sleeping upstairs, the other person is sleeping downstairs. But remember, the energy of separateness is there. Now, that's what I see for those who are in a coupled long-term relationship. For those who are single, you met somebody. You liked somebody. You really did. You really liked someone, and I feel like there has been a disconnect with you. But you guys are not... It's like there's a disconnect, but you're still going to talk to this person. I don't know how. Maybe you're going to run across them out on the street. Maybe they're going to communicate with you or talk to you or something like that. But I do see that someone from your past is going to make their way back into your life. Okay? And this is someone that you like. I feel like this is someone that you actually have feelings for, someone that you really do like here, Virgo. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing here in your reading. That's the first card that I have here for you, Virgo, with the Six of Cups. Now, let's see what else. Let's see what else is coming out here for Virgos. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Next card that's coming out is the Hangman. Oh, you've been waiting for this type of love. I got to start with the singles on this one. I have to start with the singles on this one. This is who you've been waiting for. You have a soulmate in your reading. This is the love of your life, whether you know they are or not. This is someone that you're about to meet. I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like, you guys are going to take vacations together, or they may ask you to travel. They could live at a distance, but I'm telling you, this person is going to be, you're going to feel like this is someone that you can spend the rest of your life with. Now, the only problem here with the hangman is that it may take a little time. Something may be a little delayed with them. Or for a lot of you with the hangman, it's like I said before, this is who you've been waiting for. You've been like, okay, I've been saying this for a while. Yes, where's my person? True enough, most of you guys that I know have actually met people. But I really do see that this is going to be someone that is going to turn your whole life around. You're going to feel this person. And I love the fact that God has his hand in your reading. Okay? Oh, yeah. You're going to be like two peas in a pod. Now, the one thing that I can say about, those who are married, I still really didn't get any energy off that card. Everything still remains the same from the first card. The only thing that I can say, hangman talks about sacrifice. Maybe you feel like you have been sacrificing your happiness to be with this person. This person may not be healing for you. They may not be the type of person that's very giving. Maybe it's a selfishness that's there. But even if it has nothing to do with them, it's you. It's how you feel. You feel like you could be sacrificing your happiness. Or for some of you, you may feel like, I'm going to have to sacrifice myself to be here. Okay? And some of you truly may feel that way. Okay? So again, not much is changing for those who are in a long-term committed relationship. It is still like, it's up in the air for a lot of you who's in that situation. Let's get the next card here for Virgo. Single people, you are on fire. There could be a resolution for those who are married, but I'm not seeing it right now. But we'll see. Four of Swords. Oh, Virgo. The Four of Swords is not the best of cards, regardless if you're single or if you're married. It's just really not the best of cards, because you kind of feel like you're just waiting around. You got two cards here that's like waiting around. You'll be like waiting around for the person to communicate, waiting around to try to figure out how your person feel, okay? It's something like that I see here, all right? And it doesn't have to be anything sinister, really. But I feel like there's this anxiousness that you have about somebody. And so to you, in your mind, you may just feel like the person is just like lackadaisical here with the Four of Swords. You may feel like they don't care. Four of Swords energy does make me feel like you may think that the person doesn't care about you, care about your feelings, that type of stuff. And I just think that could be just the newness of the connection, especially if you just met somebody. That could be what it is. But I do see communication here. I really do. And part of the communication, she's sitting in a chair. I love that the Four of Swords came out, is that how relaxed you're going to be with this person, how free you're going to feel when you speak to this person. There's not going to be like, nervousness energy. This is the complete opposite of the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is like, oh my God, like you're nervous, which you could be, but like this person doesn't make you feel nervous. They make you feel very much so relaxed and when you guys talk. So that's what I'm saying for the single people. Okay, like I said, the single people, you're on fire. This looks really, really good. The only thing that I can see from this that could be a little triggering is, maybe you kind of feel a little left out. I don't know. Maybe it takes a while or something for you guys to make plans to do something. All right. It could be something like that, but it's really not a bad energy. I just feel like part of this thought, because Four of Swords is the thinking, I feel like some of that has something to do with your anxiousness about how the connection is going to go. For those who are in a long-term committed relationship, what can you say about this person? You could be the type of person, you come home and the person that you are with have been at home all day, but nothing is done. The dishes is still in the sink. The clothes are still in the laundry. They're not really participating in your connection, in your marriage. It's not just about the duties, right? But sometimes it could be your feelings are suspended. Four of Swords, it's like there's a resting thing, suspended energy, even here with the hangman. This is what I was saying before. You can totally tell that there's a difference between how you feel about your person or when you first met and now. Now, there's also this energy that maybe you could be being blamed for that. Someone could be saying, you're not putting forth effort. You don't care anymore. You don't love me. I'm trying to talk to you and you're not trying to talk to me. What is this all about? But the real thing is that maybe someone isn't really saying how they really feel. Because if we're talking about a union, a committed relationship, someone feels like they are sacrificing themselves just being there. So I will say, if this is your person, maybe you should tell them, hey, I don't like the fact that I feel like we're not together. I don't like the fact that we're living in the same house and we don't even feel like we're even cohesive. Like I feel like you live on two different sides of the world. There needs to be a conversation about that. Whether they're telling you, you need to talk to them and tell them how you feel, or if you feel that way, you need to express yourself. Okay? Let's see. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. This is for Virgo. Two of Cups. There is a partnership here. Okay? We didn't really get too much here from that card because we already know, right? Long-term committed relationship, we already know you're long-term. But for those who are single, that card is for you hands down. I don't really see too much with the Two of Cups with those who are in a committed relationship. You already know that you're in a committed relationship. And if you have been lazy here with the Four of Swords, maybe your person is trying to go out with you, right? They're like, let's go out, let's do something. Let's go whining and dining. And I always suggest you guys do that. Like, let's attempt to try to make your relationship work. But if you know it's not there, it's just not there. That's the only way that you'll know, right? But if you're single, like I said before, if you're single, this is where you're going to be. And this is only dating. Eventually, you're going to get to this place where you're going to have that Two of Cups. Now, how is your partner going to be? Someone who's very loyal. Okay? Someone who's trustworthy. You and this person have mutual affinity for one another. You just get each other. You get it. You just feel it. You just feel it in your bones. That is this person. And this is why I said, even here with the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups, this person is totally a past life. You know them without knowing them. That is what the Two of Cups is basically saying. Okay? Now, like I said before, if you are coupled, a long-term committed relationship, you got some work to do if this is what you choose to do. If you choose to be in continue this long-term, there's going to be work. It's going to be up to you if you want to put forth the effort in a connection. It's going to be up to you. Now, I'm going to see what else is going to come out because I still don't really see an outcome for those who have been in long term, but I definitely see the outcome for those who are single. I see you in a partnership. But let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Oh my God. You keep getting past energy. This is what you've been praying for. That's why this Judgment card fell. This is what you've been praying for. Didn't we say that with the Judgment card when I said, oh, I was like, this is what you've been waiting for. And then now here she is on her knees. She's been praying about this. She's, oh my God, please let this happen. Please make this work, right? And the universe is going to answer your prayer. I just don't think it's going to happen when you think it's going to happen. I feel like there is going to be somewhat of a delay. Now, I want to see why there's a delay. I want to see what's happening in this love relationship, why there is a slowdown. Why do you need to be patient? What's wrong? What's happening? I don't want to say what's wrong, but what is happening? Because the divine timing is playing a role here. And I'm not just going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm telling you right now, that person is in your life. They got the fire for you. You got the fire for them. There's a whole bunch of passion, honey, but it's not moving the way you want to move. Now, I'm going to go ahead and keep pulling. I want to see why that's happening. But this is who you've been praying for, hands down. Now, it could be because someone is still attached to a past situation. It could be... as soon as I said that, this is interesting. The Sun card came out, and I keep looking at kids. So it could be children. It could be family. It could be something like that, that they're, it could be something that happened in the past that they have not been able to get over. It doesn't even have to be anything that's actual physical, but it could be something about the past that they have not been able to overcome. This could be you. This could be them. I feel like that is the delay. Okay. So I feel like the past is affecting your relationship here, or your connection to this person. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Come on, come out. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Virgo. Let's start with those who are married or coupled. This is the Death card. Okay. Again, you can do whatever you want to do. This could be you. This doesn't have to be that there's an ending to your marriage. You guys already know I don't tell you what to do, and do not ever look at a reading or whatever, right? So you can make your decisions based on that. I'm going to be honest with you. Even if it isn't an ending, your feelings are dead. It has to be one or the other. Either the relationship is dead, your feelings for them are dead, or the relationship is over. And we see the reason why. Because remember, someone is like, I'm unhappy here. I feel like I'm sacrificing myself being here. I feel like I'm suffocating. I feel like there's a problem. And the Death card is like, I'm living with you. We're together, but there's no feelings. The dead feelings is there, and your person feels that. Remember when I said that someone isn't putting forth the effort? Someone feels the deadness. Have you spoken to your person? Have you been open with your person about that? Because it's one or the other. There's an inevitability in this reading that is occurring. What if you guys did try to make up here with the Two of Cups? You guys went out, you made up reconciliation there with the Judgment card. You're like, all right, we're going to make this work. We're going to make it work. You're going to make it work. And then you come to full realization here with the Death card that you guys are just incompatible. There's irreconcilable differences. We're not the same. But that's for you to see. That's what people who are in long-term committed relationships or marriage, that's for you to see. Either you're going to stay and have dead feelings, or the connection is over. That's your decision. Okay? So that's what I see for you guys. It's going to be up to you how you handle this. But for those who are single, you're done with the past. You see how the past tried to come back in your life? You see how the past tried to come back, and you were like, oh, hold up. Like, wait a minute. Like, okay, I'm kind of over you. And it looked like it may have been a while since they've been around, because the delay is there with the hangman, and it came after the Six of Cups. So you may be like, wait a minute, it's been a while. I'm not really feeling you the way you think that I'm feeling you. But they attempt to come back. And you're like, the Death card, you're like, it's over. I don't think I can grow with you. I don't think that there's anything that I can gain from this connection. You make the decision to end it. It's simple. It's an easy task when you're single. It's a way easier task. And you're standing by that shit. No, we're over. It's done. Okay, you're ready for something new. And when I tell you that that person, that new person is in sight, they are in your view, and you're starting to feel something, this past person don't even have a possible chance anyway. The judgment card is not just about a past person, it's about your decision. That's the judgment about not dealing with someone in the past anymore. They were inconsistent anyway. Okay? They left you hanging plenty of times. Right? You dealt with it as long as you dealt with it. But this time, I would say for you, you're not about to be sacrificing your time anymore. That's not what you're going to do. You're not going to be hanging around for them. All right? It's just not something you're willing to do. Next card here is the King of Pentacles. Oh my God, what did we just say? What did I say? What did I say? Right? Like, remember I said that this is going to be someone who's loyal, someone who's grounded, someone who's successful, someone who's very charitable, someone who's very healing, just like you. They match your energy. That's what's so amazing about this reading. They match your energy. And they kind of got you like a little flustered. You're kind of like a little flustered. I'm just looking at this picture here. You see how she's looking? She's just like, she's got all over the place with the Eight of Cups. A little flustered a little bit. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I should handle this. Okay. This person that you're dealing with, especially if it's a new person, this person could be coming out of something. Because remember, you know, we do see the couples, right? But remember, the single people, you're dealing with someone who still has something attached to them. I don't know if it's baggage. I don't like to say baggage, right? But there's still something attached to this person that, yes, they're very loving. Yes, they're very loyal, but there's something still going on with this Eight of Cups. It's not your problem. It's not your fault, but it's something here. Now, if we're talking about those who are in a marriage, I want to still describe to you what I'm seeing, okay? Or in a long term, I want to describe, even though we're almost at the end of the reading and it pretty much kind of shows what's happening anyway with you. The Eight of Cups showing at the bottom of the deck is saying, I have a lot of resentment. I have a lot of built up anger. I feel very unfulfilled. I feel that you're inconsiderate of me. I have been inconsiderate of you. And I don't know if I want to even put any effort. Four of Swords. So it's either ending the relationship or you're going to continue in a connection with dead feelings. Dead with the Death card, Eight of Cups with the unfulfilled energy. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the last card here for Virgo. Oh my God, Virgo, this looks good. Virgo, you could be dealing with another Virgo. You could be dealing with Scorpio. Scorpio is heavy in this reading. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, someone who has Sag in their chart, okay, is something that I'm seeing. I also feel like you could be dealing with a Taurus. You could also be dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with someone who may be either older or younger or someone of a different race. There could also be a same-sex connection here as well. This looks really good. You see that this card, remember, I'm not going off the definitions here. If you look at this card, you'll notice that this woman is in the tub. She looks real relaxed, right? There's no anxiety. I talked about that earlier. She's just like, this is good. Like, this is healing for me. Remember, Virgo talks about service. Your person will be in service to you. You'll be in service to them. Both of you guys will feel this together. But one thing that I will definitely say is that there is this relaxed energy. I think I said that earlier with the Four of Swords, how you guys just feel that way about each other. I don't see any anxiety. I don't see separateness, even though before there could have been something here where you guys were not always together. There could have been some type of separateness that could have happened, not based on arguments or anything like that. I feel like there's something from the past that someone needs to kind of like get take care of. I'll say take care of. I do feel like there's another person involved. It could be a husband, a boyfriend, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend. It could be a mother even too that could be playing a role or affecting. As soon as I said that, I split the deck and the Empress is here. This could be their mother, your mother, or a baby mama, baby father. Said it again. Baby father came out with the Empress. The Emperor card. So I do feel like it could have something to do with, like, a family issue for them, whether it's their immediate family with mother, father, or someone that they have children with and they're married to or have long term. So this is what I'm saying that probably most likely needs to happen while there's a delay in this reading. I am going to tell you that I'm going to pull like 2 more cards for the conclusion just to see, because I'm just curious. I always pull 2 cards, so let's see what the 2 cards says here. This is for Virgo. 2 cards upright for Virgo. Heavy water sign is in this reading, hands down. Heavy water sign. And it's not saying which water, but I see a lot of water. There it is, water sign. You have the King of Cups and you have the 6. This is crazy. You have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, sorry, my nails are jacked up, but that's okay. I'll take care of it, Virgos. I know you're going to tell me about it in the comment section. Even if we don't go off the signs, that is not what this reading is about. Okay, this is saying the feeling of the newness of love, the feeling of just feeling regenerated, however that means for you. Okay, however it means. If it's new love, it's new love. If it's regenerated love from someone that you know already, it's possible. It's not necessarily saying in this reading, but it's possible, right? The beginning of something again. But the Ace of Cups is here. Overflowing emotions for someone. And I'm telling you, I know that this is actual overflowing because the King of Cups is someone who is emotionally intelligent. They understand how they feel. You understand how you feel about this person, and it is so peaceful. I feel like with this 6 of Swords, a lot of you have been through a lot of turmoil in your relationships, because if you notice, she's moving away from the destruction. She's moving away from the things that have been ruined. It's been a rough situation in relationships. It's that type of thing. And she's moving towards the light. So I do see a more peaceful connection with you and someone. And again, we can see how far that can go. It's not saying that you're not going to be disappointed. It's not saying that the person that you're going to meet is going to be perfect, but I do see it's going to be something that could last. Okay. It's transitory though, really, because the 6 of Swords basically talks about moving into something, moving out of one place and going to another place. And then from that point, you will be able to make your decision based on what you want to do. So one thing that I can say, this looks good. Okay, there are some sad elements here, things that you have to get over, things that you've been experiencing. Okay, like, maybe your own beliefs about someone being a soulmate, right? Especially with the single Virgos, I've been having to deal with you guys with that type of mentality for a very long time. Right? Like, okay, Virgo, like, everything has to be together. Everything has to match. You can't say that someone is your soulmate and that they're not even loving on you. They're not giving you the type of love that you want. Or you can't even trust them. I feel like the trust issue is the biggest thing. Okay. Yeah, there's other elements that can happen with a love connection where it has nothing to do with them not loving you. But one thing I can say, a lot of you have been experiencing mistreatment, and that I will not excuse for, right? So that's what I'm saying. When it's real love, when it's true love, you're going to be able to sense it. You're going to feel it. And that's what the 6 of Swords is basically saying. Okay. So this is what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. This is the Virgo's love reading. I apologize if it looks like it's something else, because I see a few of you guys in the comments. Shakira, this is not the Cash App, girlfriend. I will see you at 6. Okay. If you guys are interested in a small reading, you can go over to my Cash App at 6 o'clock. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see